let's get into this one. It's the going to caster mode. It is Mr.W, as also seen on this channel before, as the Ottomans, and Mechroid as the Chinese player. On the right hand side in the blue is the Chinese player, and we have the Ottomans in the red on the left. Pretty open map, so might see some horsemen. Gonna be pretty hard to wall off as the Chinese player, which I know they usually like to do. Play it very safe. Economic. I'm not 100% sure all the changes with the Chinese, so hopefully we can see a few of their new updates in this game. All right, just getting a quick sip of water. Quickly, a huge gold vein on this map, which is pretty nice. Just far enough outside the range of this town center, so a little bit unsafe, but I don't think you have a huge risk of the Chinese rushing before 10 minutes. So this should be pretty safe to take for the Ottomans. We have the Imperial Official, obviously boosting up the food at this point. We have the village going down. All pretty standard stuff. Let me quickly check one thing. We have 2 viewers currently. Welcome both. If you have anything you want to chat about, please do drop it in the chat. Appreciate both of you being here. Let me just check one other thing really quick. And we'll kind of go on. Alright. Let's get back into this. Nothing obviously happened because it is 1 minute and 40 seconds into the game. So, thank you again for all the support on YouTube at this point. This one goes up there as well. Really been appreciating. I think we're already up to like 7 subscribers on the channel, which is awesome. It's only been 3 videos in. So anything I can do to improve the commentaries, improve the audio, anything like that, or you have any tips to improve what you'd like to see more in the videos, please do either drop it in the comment section below, or you can come to Twitch and just chat with me. I would be happy to chat throughout a whole game about how I can do things better. I'm learning the game as I go, trying to get better at shoutcasting. Obviously, I think I'm going to need to have a few games where I know there's like either money on the line, stuff like that, maybe a show match, anything like that, before I can get really into it. And also I'll have to know tangibly maybe a little bit more about the game. I'm trying my absolute best to bring life to these replays, but this is obviously on the PUP server, so I think one of those things you have to remember is, as I said in other videos, is it's going to be a little bit more just like trying things out, right? This is not the set standard. No one knows the best way to do anything at this point. There's going to be a few things carried over from, there's going to be multiple things carrying over from Season 3, but Season 4, there's enough changes to like the French, the English, the Chinese. There's enough changes to everything that it's going to be, there's going to be some huge changes in playstyle. The English are going to become a lot more flexible in what they do. The French are even going to become more flexible in what they do, as that with that new trade building. The Ottomans, the Absid dynasty are getting a lot more different upgrades in the in their wonders. So it's just going to be, each wing is going to bring a new variation. Obviously, the Holy Roman Empire have a slew of new options with their new their wonder in Age 3. So now it's just going to be man-at-arms machines. So it's going to be a little bit different for everything. The Delhi, obviously, a bunch changed with the elephants. Their style is going to become a lot more flexible. So excited to see what happens in Season 4. We have the Sultan Trade Network coming down. It acts as a market. Comes with true traders garrisoned and generates 28 per gold per minute for each one. So up to 6 can be garrisoned. So obviously for the Ottomans, this new change is going to be a really nice boost for early gold economy. Feudal Age, there it goes. Let's see if Mr.W begins to build a trader quickly, or just is comfortable with just having those 2 garrison there. Yep, there's another one, and it's assigned directly to hold in the building. So instantly we'll start producing those. That being said too, it's also nice that this gold, unlike some other wonders, is just safe. You know, there's nothing that they can pick off, nothing that can get kind of taken away. Other traders and other wonders like the French, you're going to have to go out and about on the map to kind of get the value out of them. But these, oh, they're popping out. And they're going here. So it looks like because he was, Mr.W was able to find a close market to them and they feel safe enough, they're going to say that this trading is safe enough, so they're going to go for the trading before kind of stashing traders away in the actual monument itself. So it's essentially like a free early market, and if you do have a very safe trading network, it's always a possibility to kind of put it down. And there it is. They're going to put it down this backside. Let's see if the scouts are able to see it. They will be, which will definitely impact it if that scout was able to see it and the Chinese player can do something to stop this trade network down the right hand side. That could be huge for the game. Love the Imperial Academy's look. Chinese 100% taxable gold. They can also drop off taxes at this building, so it's going to be huge for its position right by the food. And here's the Imperial official. What is it shooting at? I'm assuming just a scout. I was like, what is it doing? But it's all good. All right. Military school built kind of close. Obviously, you want to clump everything together as much as you can and make it as hard as possible for people to run around your base with horsemen, anything like that. And also a lot of civilizations have bonuses for when things are closer. You'll see that pop up with a little plus sign above it if there's any bonus going on. The Song Dynasty has begins. It's so cool. I love just like the small details they added, that Relic added into this game. Barrack of the Sun fires long-range hand cannons. Can be upgraded with weaponry and offense visions into stealth force, which is always pretty cool. No force around it at this current moment, but is protecting this gold, which is always really nice. We have, so here's the early horsemen coming out. Obviously that scout was able to see this trade network, which is going to be absolutely brutal for Mr.W. This is obviously going to make it so that there's going to be a chance that he has to pull these horses back. There's the Metter, all just bang their drum. Oh, they're like, you know what, we could fight you, or we could just keep taking out your merchants, which is obviously going to be the better play. One of the horsemen dipping this way. Losing another one. Don't lose the Metter. No, they won't. Let's see. More and more horsemen coming out. Where's the stables? There it is. More and more. Obviously, the Chinese has a great food economy, so this is going to be a great use for them. And like I said, it is risky to set up a trade network without any protections. And this is exactly what is going to happen. They're just searching for these traders at this point. Wondering if Mr.W is going to put them back and garrison them there and utilize the benefits of that wonder, or they're just going to go with this mass horsemen and try to take out as many and cause as much issues for this supply line as possible. That Sipahi is stuck. Not going to happen. These two imams are definitely going to cause a lot of issues with the healing, but they found 3 traders. Another one's going to go down. This is not good at all. So much value is being lost here. They surround another one, and it's just going to be horses versus horses, and there's such a mass going on over here that it doesn't really matter. Excellent micro by Mechroid to just end all 6 of those traders. No one's going to be going out, but at this point, there's 2 just kind of waiting here patiently for any traders to kind of make it past. And I don't think that's GG already, but I think it's one of those things where it's going to make it so incredibly difficult to pull off after losing that much of your economy early on, that I'm not sure how the Ottoman player is going to kind of bounce back from that. Losing another Sipahi, it looks like it's going to lose another one, but look at that healing by the imams. Yeah, they don't want that smoke at all, but like I said, those two spearmen, those two horsemen that were left over here, causing even more havoc. They're going to lose another trader, and just running around, because you can't really catch horsemen with your own horsemen unless you have a boost to the movement speed. And another trader's in their sights. So at this point, it's been so worth it. This one stable and one barracks have been absolutely worth every penny. Another one going down. Oh god. Oof. And they're just gonna keep running them back and forth because there's another one coming here. I would probably stop at this point. Oh, that one gets safe passage. One of the only ones I've seen get safe passage, but that's it. We have a constant stream of now spearmen coming out as well, because you saw the mass Sipahi coming out. Let's see if they micro this one. Yep. Losing another trader. At this point, it's just an absolute bloodbath. And I don't think it's recoverable. I mean, it is recoverable because obviously the Sipahi, the military academy is for the Ottomans. But the Chinese getting into age 3 for pretty much free. Their economy hasn't been touched at this point. They have the safety of all their wonders. They have villages in place. Obviously, this is just going to be these horsemen getting kind of drawn down, but the spears are going to be there to protect them. One spearman just going like, come on. Already have hardened spearmen up for the Chinese, which is going to make this super easy. You have a few sheep following along the forces. Love that for the lads. Following, obviously, their loyal scout. You have a villager going down over here to make sure that they're going to start getting to that, building some keeps. I wouldn't be surprised if some walls went up from the Chinese just to kind of defer it. We do have almost no trade at this point going down. An additional town center for the Ottomans, which is nice. Still nothing in the actual trade network, and only down to one merchant. I will down to one trader. I will say at this point, it's not GG for sure, but the entire plan by Mr.W has been completely thwarted by the Chinese, by the quick move to horsemen, and now they're going to kill the actual market itself. So completely negating the strategy that Mr.W wanted to go with, which at this point, with this many Sipahi, if they continue to make hardened spearmen, I don't see this going super well. I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see a few more archers coming out from here, just to kind of mix it up and also melt through this Sipahi force. This force is cruising around, looking to see if they can catch any strays, especially any merchants or any traders. Chinese have a bustling economy. We have the Istanbul Imperial Palace going down. Where is it? Here it is. That's pretty standard. And then we also have the Imperial Palace for the Chinese going down. Large sight radius, and activate the view location of enemy workers for 10 seconds, which is pretty cool. They can kind of get insider knowledge of where everything's kind of going. Mr.W's now entered the Castle Age. We have 6 palace cards coming out, which is I think that's one of their new ones, or not new, but I think it's just different and improved. Where are they popping out from? Oh, there's being made right here. So Palace Guards, they're just even tougher versions. Move fast in men-at-arms, but reduce armor. And they're countered by Knights, Lancers, and Crossbowmen, which none of those are here. We have 1 Crossbowman. That's all we have. So this is going to be an incredibly good force for the Chinese. You're going with the Keep, which, as I mentioned before, was they're collecting stone. If this force charges, it's not going to be good at all. Oh no! What unfortunate timing for the Chinese player. That all those... Oh! Good micro. Getting out of that circle. Obviously, anything in that circle remaining would turn into excellent micro by the Chinese player, kind of making those spearmen huge and acting as a wall for civilians. Let's see if they get surrounded anything. There they go. The civilians back out. But all these Sapahis going down. Managed to keep, I think only 1 or 2 went actually down, which is great. These Sapahi can't get through this wall of spearmen. Taking out that gold from the Ottomans is huge. There's the one crossbowman. These palace guards are doing a lot of damage. Quickly going for that relic, which is pretty big. I'm not sure where they're going over here. Oh, they found... Is that a wolf? Yeah, probably. Alright, these palace guards just kind of running through, looking for where all the civilians are, which they know because of that wonder. And there they are. They're really quick. As you can see, the speed kind of coming into play here. It's like fast man-at-arms. This is crazy. Now, these look like NFL players. Look at how quick they are. Quickly chopping up all the civilians. That slight lead that the Ottomans had in that department is now evaporated. We still have a very sizable force to keep going down. The BM mining right in the face. We have the first military school going down. When those goes down, it's pretty tough to keep up as the Ottomans. We have a siege workshop being placed down. This is pretty much picture perfect by the Chinese. The Chinese player is also going to get invaded over here, so losing all these civilians for their trouble. But at this point, the Sipahi probably should know that their entire base is going down. And what's going to come out first? A trebuchet. A trebuchet that has a protection of a constant stream of palace guards, which are still over here as well. Making sure that nothing happens without them knowing about it. And yeah, as you can see, that so little damage is done to those. That's 2 free archers, just cruising around trying to cause any damage that they can. Mainly idle time is the key. Wow, the range on the trebuchet is nuts. But another going after the military schools, which is very smart. Obviously, take those out, it's pretty much GG. The Sipahi is actually taken out by this roaming squad of hardened veteran spearmen. We have the palace guards, that same group of 11 that kind of made it through, down to a strong 4, but causing so much economic damage. There's 30 idle civilians up top, which is not what you want. And a keep being this close to you is never going to end well. This military school going down. And once that one goes down, I would assume a GG would come out. Maybe Mr.W will try one more time, one more last push. But at this point, I don't really see how he can kind of escape this. These 2 Sipahis doing as much work as they possibly can. We have a secret sneaky gold over here. We have a group of a lot of palace guards getting into the gold mine. That is absolutely devastating. Oof. This is just a slaughter. I think killing almost 20 civilians at this point, that's too much food to kind of make up, and the lack of production. They'll run away. We have Sipahis coming in, but that keep is firm and strong. Already has no upgrades yet. Trebuchet going after the... If they kill one more military academy, it's already GG, but it'll be a fully GG. These NFL linebackers looking for anything they possibly can. They've found their target. They've moved on. Just causing idle time is more than relevant, and there it is. Obviously, with that landmark, they know exactly where to go. So it makes it very hard to sneak anything against a Chinese player that's on the offensive. We have a gaggle of crossbowmen kind of running out, which would do a lot of damage to these palace guards. But at this point, the bigger threat is right here. A lone trebuchet doing this much work, this much value. They've killed 4 They've killed 4 military academies all on their lonesome. We already have Janissary, which is great. And just kind of waiting for the end. I mean, it should be GG at this point. All 4 military academies taking out strategically. This keep is just so strong, in such a strong position. 1 trebuchet coming out, but probably a little bit too late because it's already gotten its value at this point. And there's the GG. What a great game. Watching the not like the newer version of the Chinese, but I just think it's going to be a slightly different playstyle than the traditional one, which is always nice to see, and it will be a nice change of pace.